Yeah, welcome back to the... Why do I do that every time? Welcome back to the channel. Last time we left off starting we left off ending the preliminaries and starting the first round. So, let's get started. Okay, so, let's do a quick recap. The matches go the same, except Josh Shin took the place of Sakura. Sakura had a new basic squad, but her squad, only one of them actually stayed in the preliminaries. And we don't really worry about him. That's basically who Josh Shin will fight, and he'll probably just be a prodigy of the Hyuga. Yeah, a new prodigy of the Hyuga. Don't really worry about him. He's a no-named character. Okay? So, alright. So, we're going to talk about Josh Shin's fight, whose fight would actually be the first. Now, his fight will be on the first day. I'm going to split the trainings into 2 days. His fight and some other fights will be on the first day, then Naruto and Sasuke's fight will be on the second day. Alright, I did that so for convenience of the plot. And so his fight starts, and the Hyuga says, you better not get in my vicinity. And he says, I have fought many Hyugas. I haven't lost to one of them. And they say, begin! And basically Josh Shin basically makes his crystal blade. Actually, his crystal blade is actually not his. He doesn't have a crystal blade anymore. He only used crystal kunai because the crystal blade took too much chakra drain to try to force chakra through it because it was too big. So he got one of the blades that his clan made for him, which I showed in the last part, which is actually a blade that Kakashi used when he was a kid, when he was a Chunin, I believe he was. He was either a Chunin or just leaving the Yanbu, one of the two. So, it was actually after Obito's death, but don't really worry about that. So, he says he unsheaths his sword and puts it down in the ground like Hashirama did against Madara in one of the flashbacks, and then makes a crystal wall how Hashirama made his wood wall because this Hyuga used mud bullet. And after doing that, he sheathed this sword and said, I guess I'll have to treat you as if you were Neji or someone strong. And he made kunai, flooded lightning through them, like as much lightning as he would have put into his blade, into the two of them, and just threw it, and then grabbed his blade and disappeared, came behind him, and using lightning he sliced down against the no-named Hyuga, but the Hyuga's like, perfect, you're in my vicinity, rotation, and then tried to do 64 palms. Mind you, this Hyuga is a Hyuga prodigy. Now, this forces Josh Shin to back away and use his technique, endless paralyzation, which I also named in the last part. It's like using the mist also while using Haku's endless senbon. So, he uses crystal senbon while using the mist to make sure he doesn't lose. But he really doesn't use the mist because he doesn't want people to know he actually has that. So he just jumps up and goes, endless senbon. He actually does that, and people are saying, does he only know how to use this Kekkei Genkai? And the guy says, rotation. And by the way, Naruto and Hinata still have their same type of relationship that they had in the original, but after the Chunin exams, they will be dating. Now, Sasuke and Sakura still have their same exact relationship. It really hasn't changed. Sakura hasn't gotten any stronger, and I don't think she will because, hold on 1 second. What world do we have to come to where Sakura has to be useful? It's good. I love having a concept where Sakura's actually useful, but every time I'm literally only doing it so Sasuke will love her and it will lower his hatred. That's the cause for it. That's the only cause for it. But yeah, all right. So back to it, cause I got distracted. All right. So what did I? Oh yeah. So yeah, and Jashin is known as a prodigy because, well, the Kurosaki clan has only been the Kurosaki clan. The Kurosaki. I gotta do it, boys. Where's her name? The Kurosaki clan. Yeah, Kurosaki, that's what it was called. So, and they're like, Jashin's not even using his jutsus. He's literally only using his Kekkei Genkai. He yells, Jashin, use your jutsu. Use your actual killer intent. And he's like, well, if it was called by my uncle, I guess I actually have to use it. And he's like, Ka, son, bye. And after doing that, it's actually 3 of him. And they're like, what's going on? This is Jashin's secret technique. Ka, Ren, Pai is what I meant to say. Ka, Ren, Pai, 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 Ka, Ren, Pai. I got it, mama! So, using this Ka, Ren, Pai. Hey! Shut up, don't say nothing. I'm talking to you. Don't come in my room.
Why?
Cause I'm doing the video. And watch you come in my room anyways. You shut your mouth. Alright. So, dang, I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, so he used. Dang, I keep forgetting the name. Ka, Ren, Pai. Yeah, oh yeah. So he yells, Ka, Ren, Pai. 3 clones come out. And they attack from all 4 sides. And the only goal is to snuff out the weak point. And he snuffs out the weak point. Right after Jashin used 1000 ore endless Shinbone, they were about to call the match, but it turned out it was actually a shadow clone. It was actually a substitution jutsu. Now, with him calling upon his substitution jutsu, I believe Jashin would do a backflip and then try to scan the area. Now, with him scanning the area, it would be more of a brief scan to try to lay out the land, as you could say. And the no-name Hyuga tries to dart away, but Jashin finds him and encases one of his legs in the crystal. And they're like, and then a couple of the Kurosaki clan, the Kurosaki clan decides, alright, let's, tell Jashin in this now. He's literally one of the strongest. He really can't be beaten by this guy, so let's just let him know. and they just shout, Josh Shin! You lose, we're destroying your blade! You lose the honor of the clan. And they're like, you shouldn't really be saying that, Saul. So, yeah. Now, not Kuroskai, but Joshin decides, alright, I have to do it. And he's like, I have to use that jutsu. He uses hand signs for the first time the entire match. And he's like, the secret art of my clan. The art that my family told me never use. Crystal adaptation. And basically, his hand turns into like a crystal blade. How Edward Elric does his hand to turn into like a scythe. And Full Metal Alchemist of the Brotherhood. Sorry, I said that wrong. I'm so sorry. I disrespected Full Metal Alchemist of the Brotherhood. So, that's my boy Nux talk, pronouncing Full Metal the Alchemist of the Brotherhood as Full Metal the Alchemist of the Brotherhood. So, it's just so fun to say Full Metal the Alchemist of the Brotherhood. Full Meta Alchemist of the Brotherhood. Alright? So, I just have to make sure that, I'm getting a good video for y'all. So, Joshin decides, alright, listen, we have to do this for my sister Gurren. I have to win this for Gurren. So he does that. He's crystal adaptation. Basically slice a leg off the no name. Not really slice it off, but like cut it up pretty badly to the point of he can't fight. So yeah. So that happened. And then his uncle, who was in the crowd, was like, yeah! Like, yeah! You're great! You're our prodigy! And they're yelling that. And he's like, I knew it. I know I'll gain the respect of my clan members one day. So, he does that. And I guarantee that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. But we're actually going to go over the interactions of Zabuza and Josh Shin for the last couple minutes of this video. Know what you guys thinking? Now, why would he do that, bro? That's literally wasting time of the video. But listen, Zabuza is going to be a big part of Josh Shin's, growing up. Not really growing up, but his respect to the village. So, basically, and I'm not really going over Naruto and Sasuke. I'm going over what I think I would have done if I was in Naruto. So, don't really get too mad if I'm not focusing on Naruto or Sasuke as much as you want me to because this isn't a what if that really pertains to them. The only thing it really changes is it makes Naruto and Sasuke stronger because they have a rival. Because Sasuke didn't have a rival, and no one will want to consider themselves Naruto rival into the Chunin sense. But now they had rivals pretty much their entire lives. Okay, so after him being crowned, the winner of that match, he's pulled off by the third Hokage, who says, "Listen, you already." Basically, they deem my man's a Chunin. They're like, listen, you're a Chunin now. Here's your vest, wear it with honor. You feel me? And he's all like, aight then. So, he's a Chunin. And he doesn't even have to do any more matches because he actually became a Chunin. So he's actually becoming a proctor for the next day. And I was like, so you became a Chunin after... Sorry, pardon me. After one march, you've already become a Chunin. If you aren't a prodigy of the Assassin Clan, I don't know who is. And he's like, thank you, thank you, Zabuza. Because he basically looks up to Zabuza as a master in this. And he's like, I'll be the proctor for tomorrow's matches. That's the way I'll surprise my team. He's like, that's a fine way to surprise your team. I'll be going on a mission. And he's thinking, last time someone told me they were going on a mission, they left and never came back, Zabuza. Are you coming back, Zabuza? And I was like, I'm Zabuza Momochi. For me to die on a mission would be a pain. For me to die on the mission would be impossible. I'll be back, chump. And once I come back, I plan on marrying your sister. And because I think they would make a good couple, Gurren and Zabuza. So that's where we're going to be leaving this part off. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.